Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, hello, everyone. I'm Jessie with RDJ Rocks. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Backstage Pass. I am so excited because tonight I have DJ Jennie with me and one of her couples, Alex and Carson. Alex and Carson got married on March 30th, 2019 at Paradise Cove. And before we went live, we watched their wedding video and then we hung out with them a little bit. And I can already tell you that they are couple goals and tons of fun. So I have a bunch of questions for Jennie and for Alex and Carson. First of all, Alex and Carson, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Of course,
for having us. We're so excited.
Okay, so my first question is, how is marriage treating you?
Amazing.
It's been a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, and just as we were talking at the before this, it's you get comfortable and everything, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah,
eating a lot more, and you don't have those wedding day goals of being in shape. But hey, life is still moving on.
You just celebrated your 1-year anniversary. Tell us what you did.
Yeah, so we're in quarantine, of course. So it was a little different than we thought it was gonna go, but it was still really nice. We just ordered takeout, and we had a bottle of wine that we locked away on our wedding day to save for that day. So we opened it up and got to drink that. It was delicious, and we just watched our wedding footage and kind of got to relive the day, just the two of us in our little apartment. So it was really nice.
Oh, yay. Well, congrats and happy anniversary.
Thank you.
I was looking at your date and I was like, March 30th. That was like a week ago. And then I was like, no, it's no.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't tell time during the quarantine. That's just one of those things.
Time is weird now. Okay, so now for the more difficult questions. What was your biggest fear when it came to picking a DJ?
Well, we definitely, we just wanted someone that would...
It's all about hyping up the family, and we've got such an energized, rambunctious family that was all we wanted, was someone that could read the crowd and know how to pump them up, get it going, and that's exactly what you did.
We wanted everyone on the dance floor, and that's exactly what happened. DJ Jennie.
Well, you guys are energized and rambunctious, so that makes it a lot easier. So just knowing you guys, I already kind of knew what I was in for when I was going in.
Seriously. It's too much at times, but the energy is always there.
It was fun. It was really fun.
That actually leads me to my next question. Jennie, what was the first impression you had of Alex and Carson?
So I believe the first time I met them was at a bridal show. And do you guys remember this?
She's about
okay, because he said this the other day too, and we made our decision to go with our DJ Rocks at the Paradise Cove gathering with all the vendors. Yep. So we met you guys that night, and you guys were having so much fun, and we started dancing with you, and we're like, we gotta go with them that night. Yep. But we went to that bridal show and saw you guys afterwards. Because I was really embarrassed because Carson ran right up to you guys like, DJ Jennie, what's up?
That's what I remember. When you guys came up to me and were like, yes. And I'm like, oh my God, I love them. Wait. That's what I remember the most. Right when I met you guys. And also your families were there. Do you remember?
Paradise Cove, yes.
At Paradise Cove, yeah. Uh-huh. So I had met, I think, Carson's dad. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Both of our parents were there. I think his dad is probably the one that spoke to you.
Yeah, I remember that Paradise Cove show, and I'm like, wow, that's where I met you guys. And then I think you guys also came in and did a meeting with us, or maybe you did your final with me. I don't remember, but we met again after that. I know, it was so long ago. We definitely met twice. We did not meet once. We definitely met twice.
That was perfect. Oh my gosh.
Super fun. My first impression was super fun. These people are going to be amazing. Oh no, I think Jessie's stuck.
Oh no,
frozen. Oh, Jessie's done.
For our next question, Jennie,
I don't know what question she was going to ask you. So is she back?
She's back.
I think she's back.
Am I back?
You're
Yes, you're
back, right? Just in
Oh my
time.
goodness. Am I here?
Yes.
Okay. Whew. It was the internet. It's touch and go. If I lose again, I'll figure it out. Okay. My
I'm
next
ready to
question
take over
was.
questions. You're good.
We were about to read them ourselves.
Thank you. Okay, my next question was, how many DJ companies did you talk to before picking us, and what was the deciding factor in picking us?
You guys
Literally,
were the first.
as
people.
she was saying, when we went to Paradise Cove, there were like the DJs that are over there just trying to act cool with the lights and just like, yeah, things are really chill.
Well, yeah, I think
And
there
then
was a couple. I wouldn't even say we talked to them.
We
They
didn't talk
just
to
did
them.
their little spiel, and then we went over and saw you guys, and we're like, oh, come on. I mean, you guys had everything set up, jumping around, dancing. We're like, yeah, I mean.
We just looked who was
choice.
having fun at Paradise Cove, and we're just like, that's the DJ group we want, right there. And it was just, that was it. And then we saw them at the ceremony, or the wedding venue.
And you guys were like
mentioned.
all females. I was like, yes, let's do that. That was awesome.
It was like love at first sight, it sounds like.
Yes, 100%.
Seriously.
Oh
they
my
were
God.
they were partying. It was a good time. So it was like, we know it. This is them. Like, we just want fun, energized like, and there's some personality there. It's not just I'm picking music, and that was the big thing. You know?
Aw,
Awesome.
that's so fun. Okay, was there anything your DJ did to surprise you?
Yeah.
Do you want to take it?
Yeah. So
What
the
did
best
I
is
do?
her dad during the speeches. We've watched our entire wedding over, especially on our anniversary day, and of course we're Florida State alumni. Go Florida State, let's go! And you
Like,
pumped out the Knoll camp, and we lost it. We had all of our friends. We had to put them in the back. They're the rowdy
They're
ones.
also
And
yes.
the entire crowd just, it was just like,
Yeah.
thank you for being on point with the music. She was ready. Like, you know,
It was
in the
like-
Florida State.
So
It was great.
Yeah, so
that's
every
awesome.
time someone brought it up, it was like it started again, and just everyone in the yes, let's go.
That's awesome. Yeah, I had no idea you guys were Florida State fans, but when he talked about it during the toast, I was like, let me pull that up quick. And then it went, and you guys loved it. So I was like,
It was
yes,
perfect.
score.
It was so fun,
Jenny won.
I was into like game
Jenny
10,
a
okay?
million.
That was just points all around.
That's awesome.
We keep tab by how many DJ points we get, so that probably earned you more of like this than it did like DJ points, but still counts.
All right.
Okay, so Jenny, this question is for you.
Okay.
What was your favorite part of Alex and Carson's wedding day?
Oh, they had so many great moments. I remember vividly their ceremony. Like, oh my God. Okay, so Carson came in on the boat, obviously, Paradise Cove. And then when Alex started walking down the aisle, Carson like broke down and started crying. So that was super memorable. And then they had amazing vows. They wrote their own vows to each other, and I love that. I love when couples write their own vows. So that was super special. Like, the ceremony was top notch, guys.
Yeah, I definitely, caught all that heat from my family, Mr. Piers McGee over here. So.
Yeah. Oh, it was so great, so emotional. I love it. I love that you guys did your own vows, and like when couples do that, it's just, it takes your ceremony like to the next level for sure.
Yeah, that was important to us for sure.
Yes, you guys nailed it.
She's not just saying that because you're in front of her. She actually legit still talks about your guys' wedding and your vows. She played the whole video. She was like, look at this part, look at this part, look at his face, look at his face.
Yeah.
Right before you got here, she was like, look at it, look at it.
We always kind of giggle about it because we all, in his family, we all know he's got
Got the
quite
ugliest cry.
I wasn't going to use the word
Oh,
ugly,
it's the ugly
but
cry. It's
there
totally
you
ugly
have
cry.
it. He's got quite a crying face.
Look
There
at
it is.
Let's not get there.
Funny.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alex and Carson, what is your most vivid memory of your wedding day?
Jenny already hit it. Her walking down the aisle. I just lost it. The music, like I said, that was her, because music, I mean, this is why we chose you guys. Music is huge for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I made sure, I'm like, you pick the song you walk down the aisle to, don't let me hear it. And it was, still to this day,
Yeah, it was
even
a
just think
surprise
about
for
it.
him.
It's great.
Yeah, I remember you had asked me to keep it a secret from him. So like he didn't know what song she was walking down the aisle to.
No idea.
Wait, What song did you walk down the aisle to?
The One.
Mm-hmm.
And I
honestly can't even think of the artist name
right
now.
Hold on, I can pull it up real quick. You guys give me 2 seconds. I'll pull that up.
Yeah, I went. Now that you say that, I looked at your guys' timeline because I wanted to see what music you guys played. And so I looked at your timeline and it said like surprise song on the walk down the aisle. And I was like, oh, dang, I should have done that. I can't make decisions without my husband, though. That wouldn't have been good.
She picked the perfect song. And that's, I just love that moment. My little sister had, the prettiest song she walked down the aisle to. And just like, I'm sitting there looking and being at that wedding, like, yeah.
He actually wanted that. He asked me, he's like, I don't want to hear it. Just surprise me. So I'm like, oh crap, pressure's on. I gotta pick something good.
Oh, she's like, before the wedding, she's got headphones in, like, don't come here. I'm picking this song. Like,
that's so funny.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And you pulled it off, which is like, I definitely would have. I came close to even showing my husband my dress. Like, I can't keep a secret to save my life. So
I couldn't keep the proposal a secret. She smacked me in the butt with the wedding box in my back pocket. Like, she knew, like, that's usually secrets don't hold between us. So
okay, I just pulled it up. I still have your playlist. It was The One by Matt Johnson and John Adams.
That is it.
I love it. Okay. I have a question that wasn't on the list of questions. How long had you guys been together before you got married?
This is this like long, confusing story because I had an ex-girlfriend. She trained me. I wish we could turn this around, but we've got a BJ's Brewhouse big painting, and that's where we met. And she was my trainer, and that was,
So what he's trying to say is that we dated for a little over a year. But we knew each other for like a year and a half beforehand as friends. So yes.
Nice. That's amazing. It was true love. Okay, so that was your most vivid memory. My next question was going to be asking Jennie what her most vivid memory was. I'm interested to hear. Is it the same thing?
No, actually. Jesse knows that like one of my favorite parts of the wedding is the mother-son dance because like my boys better cry when they dance with me. So I really remember that Carson cried when he danced with his mom. Like that mother-son dance was so emotional, and I love the song that they picked. A lot of people don't pick it. It's called
Carrie Underwood, Like My Mama Would.
Like My Mama Would. Like My Mama Does. Like My Mom Does or something. Oh, I love it. I love it. But yeah, that I remember that.
I just cried the whole day. That's
I mean, yeah, it was super just like, I don't want to say it was an emotional wedding, but it was like, it was very memorable. It was like, I could tell that you guys were like, I mean, meant to be like forever and ever. Amen.
It was so many happy tears. I feel like watching your video back, and then like the second you guys were like married, you had like the best reaction to being married that I think I've ever seen.
Dancing.
You were like, yes.
Yes, it's something.
I love that energy. Perfect. Okay, Alex and Carson, what was your favorite musical moment of the night?
So I have two. The first being, and this is also kind of in line with the most memorable thing for me, was before I walked down the aisle and I was in the little room, like getting ready and stuff, when I was so nervous, and when his boat pulled up and we had Flash play, and it was blaring and everyone was cheering, and it just had me laughing, and I was then like, okay, I'm ready, let's do this. And then another one was the last song of the night we chose to do. Well, I guess the second to last, with the one with everyone there, Bohemian Rhapsody, because that's like my all-time favorite song. So I just remember everyone was just singing and screaming. We're all like sweaty and drinking, and like
at this point, everybody's just mashed in. Alex and I were in the middle, just full chant. Like it was amazing.
Awesome. And then of course our first dance, that was great. But like the most fun, the Bohemian Rhapsody, it was such a blast.
Man, it sounds like your wedding was fun. I wish I could have gone. It sounds like it was a good time.
It was a good time.
You made me think of another surprise question for you. Did you guys do a first look, or was the walk down the aisle the first time that you saw each other?
That was the first time. That was huge for him. He refused to do a first look.
She was nervous that she would be crying, and that was the number one thing of, listen, I don't want my makeup ruined. And I get that.
I kind of wanted to do a first look because of that.
Yeah.
And he was like, nope, I want the first time to see you walking down the aisle.
I want that moment because that's something to like hold on to forever. 30 years from now, I will remember her walking down that aisle. And
I'm glad we did it that way for sure.
Oh,
well, yeah. I mean, 30 years ago, I'm going to remember your walk down the aisle.
At this point, I think I am going to also.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, so my next question is for Alex and Carson. Oh no, my next question is for DJ Jennie. What song from their wedding day stands out to you when you think of them?
Oh man, when I think of them, what song? I don't know if it's one specific song, but I remember their dance floor being like lit. Like I really remember like a lot of their must play songs were like, you know, just the popular, like we call them bangers, you know, like top 40, everyone's going to run to the dance floor kind of songs. So that is probably like their song choices that they gave me. They didn't give me a whole lot. So they only gave me probably like maybe 5 to 10 songs that they were like, these are the ones we really want to hear. Everything else just go. So I know I had kind of talked to them about this before we started, but when couples do that, they just tell me like 80s, 90s, top 40 country. They even said like classic rock. So it really gives me kind of free range to just read your crowd, you know? Oh man, it was so much fun. It was just a really fun wedding.
So when you think of them, you just think of like a banging dance floor.
But yes, like all the bangers.
We even had my grandma in a wheelchair out on the dance floor, and I loved that. That
was an awesome.
That's actually my number 2 after your mother's son dance was grandma on the dance floor, because when I saw her, she was out in a wheelchair, and Carson's just like dancing on her, and I'm like, yes, grandma, and she was doing it.
Yeah, that's Mama. She is awesome.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. Okay, Alex and Carson, what advice would you give to someone who is planning their wedding and thinking about booking with our DJ Rocks?
Do it. Do it.
That was what I was hoping you were going to say.
No, seriously, Jennie, you were so awesome. You took so much stress out of the plan. Number one, I was not very good at planning my wedding. He will agree to that. So having someone that, you know, you were just on top of us. What do you want? What don't you want? You made it really easy, and you had control of everyone there. You know what I mean? And that was something else that was really important to us was, you know, directing people on what's going on next, when to start, when to stop, playing just everything, having everyone dancing the whole night. It was just so awesome. And you're just so kind. And I don't know, you guys rock.
Yay, thank you.
Oh, you guys are the best. Okay, my next question, still for Alex and Carson. How did you guys got the mirror booth, which I've looked through the pictures from your mirror booth, and they were freaking gorgeous. You did it with the backdrop of Paradise Cove as the backdrop.
Yes.
And you also got uplighting. So give us a little review of what you thought.
Well, we got a whole book of awesome memories from the photo booth.
They just pulled out their book.
Yes, we did.
We had this ready because we
show people how fun this was.
Oh, yay.
Seriously, we pull this out quite often.
It's in our coffee table. We look at it all the time.
And just laugh about it, and it's so fun to like have all of our friends. And you know, as the night went on, more people seemed to pile in the booth, and the crazier the pictures got.
It's like as the more alcohol was served, the further it got into the night, the funnier the pictures got. And it's to a point where they're like ran out of book space, and they're just stuffing photos into the back.
We ran out of space, so they had to give us like extra pictures to put in
amazing.
The back. So
it's nice to have the professional pictures.
Sorry.
it's nice to have your professional pictures, but then it's so nice to have these photos of just everybody having a good time.
Yeah.
Like you've got the gorgeous Josh
and Rachel, amazing.
You guys.
Josh and Rachel. Oh, yeah.
Watching this, we love you guys.
Yes.
Video, photo, everything. Huge shout out to Daniel as well. Our wedding day. I love it.
I told him to watch today.
I hope amazing.
Yes, we tagged. We actually put some of your wedding photos in our story. So if anybody wants to go see how gorgeous Alex and Carson were, yeah, Josh and Rachel did an amazing job. And I did want to let you guys know that Jennie keeps a picture of you guys in the photo booth with her. I think it was Daniel and Jennie and the two of you. She keeps it above her desk at work.
Oh, it is. It's above my desk.
Yes. I'm telling you, that's the photos we have in this book. It was amazing. Highly recommend.
Awesome.
So I'm telling you, get all that bonus photos.
Oh, yay. Okay, my last question is for DJ Jennie. A lot goes on behind the scenes at a wedding. Do you have any fun stories about Alex and Carson's wedding that they might not know about?
So I couldn't really think of an answer to this question. I was really thinking about it. I'm like, man, what happened behind the scenes? But after they just showed their book, I just remembered that me and the photo booth attendant were taking, like, not bets, but like we were like, I wonder how many people we can get in that mirror booth picture, because they were trying to fit in like 30 people every time. And I'm like, bro, like, back up. Back up, try to get everyone in there, like back them all up as far as they can. And we're like, let's do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have a picture with like 20 people in it.
I think actually you have you fit the most people ever.
Look.
Here's a good example.
What is that?
And that's not even the worst of it. That's just the first one that I found. It's all my Tallahassee friends. That's the one.
Yeah,
that was just
it was the BJ's people, right?
Yeah.
The BJ's Brew House.
Okay, so we need to start. Tag Photo Booth Rocks on Instagram if you think you have fit the most people in one of our photo booths. And we needed to see which party had the most people in a photo booth at one time.
That's so funny. I'm pretty sure Alex and Carson are gonna take that one.
I might win that one.
I'm curious to see if someone else has more than that.
and if we knew if it was a contest back then,
yeah,
it was really impressive.
the whole wedding party.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember that. Look at that.
Another one.
Like, how do you even? There's like,
I love it.
I love it.
So fun.
That's great.
I don't have any more questions, but I do have this one last fun thing. At the end of the night, all of our DJs write like a little post-event blurb about how the night went. And Jennie wrote in hers, OMG, I love Carson and Alex. They gave me DJ points and high fives all night.
They did.
So I thought that was cute.
Is that all I wrote? That's awesome.
You had no words. That was it.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, once again, thank you so much, guys. You made our wedding because of you. Highly recommended for anybody watching this. Please book them. I'm going to be your person. You got to. Okay.
Yes, agreed.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys. I had a blast. It was really a great wedding.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, trusting us with your wedding and being amazing. We're really grateful we got to like reconnect with you right now and get a chance to do this. This has been so fun. We are going to tune out for tonight. We'll be back next week for another episode of Backstage Pass where DJ Kristen will have one of her past couples. You guys can stay connected with us on Instagram at our DJ Rocks, and we will see you all soon.
Bye guys. Thank you.